Mitchelville is the first self-governed town of formerly enslaved people in the United States, dating back to 1862. Founded on Hilton Head Island. After the Battle of Port Royal, which freed the island, all the people who were here were de facto free, but still considered contraband. Over the next course of the year, leadership would change. Orange Mitchell would come in and see the situation that people were living on the island, and especially in this area, decided to give them most of a plantation, trading plantation, gave them opportunity to build their own homes, their own families, gave every family a quarter acre of a lot. They started to develop schools and churches and businesses. And at its height, which is between 62 and 68, Mitchelville had nearly 3,000 people here in the community and about 500 homes. Mitchelville was inherently Gullah. Most of the people here were of Gullah descent. Gullah is tied to West Africa and other parts of the continent, and it's a Creole, K-R-I-O, which is a mixture of cultures. I always heard that if you're South Carolina, you're Gullah, you're Georgia, you're Geechee. But Gullah comes from the Gola tribe in Angola, and Geechee from the Geechee in Sierra Leone. And so there's this direct link with West Africa. The culture is still very rich here in the Sea Islands. It is a culture that has maintained its integrity over the years. This park, again, used to be a plantation. The people stayed here for about 20 years or so. And it wasn't that they wanted to leave. It was like an experiment for its time. It was a place where people can come and be citizens for the first time ever, vote on their own situations, their own lifestyles, their own advancement. And about 1868, the Army leaves, and that, of course, changes the economy because they were working with the Army almost exclusively. And so then people started to move out of the area for more opportunities, more benefit. And so they would go to the northern end of the island, which is closer to the mainland. The soil was better, and it would keep them from being a target from these hurricanes coming off the water. But this place would continue to be a community that was a kinship, a community for years after that until about 1893. Where a major hurricane came in and wiped out everything. And so over the course of the years, it has still been considered the Mitchelville neighborhood. And this organization, which started as the Mitchelville Preservation Project, started early 2000s with the goal of trying to save this area, trying to do something to commemorate this area. This is an important aspect of American history. Freedom really began here.